Vladimir Putin has been in the press for all the wrong reasons since Russia's invasion of Ukraine more than a year ago. And while this is still ongoing, there's a popular rumor that suggests that the Russian president is the richest man in the world. Heads are increasingly turning to the country's president and his mysterious fortune. How rich is Russian President Vladimir Putin? Is Putin richer than Tesla CEO Elon Musk? And how did Putin amass his elusive net worth? Let's find out. According to a 2016 Panama Papers report by the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists, Putin has virtually no paper trails for his assets, which are mostly real estate and concealed behind intricate financial schemes run by his confidants. A $100 million mega yacht and a Black Sea palace that was supposedly built for Putin's personal use are just two examples of the luxurious properties that have been connected to Putin's friends and family, but never to him personally. The Russian president appears to be a lowly official on paper. According to a formal income declaration Putin submitted in 2018, he only owns an 800-square-foot apartment in St. Petersburg, 2 cars from the Soviet period, and an off-road truck. According to the government, Putin makes about $140,000 per year, which is not a modest sum in Russia, but hardly enough to support his collection of pricey timepieces. Bill Browder, an investor in Russia who became a fierce critic of Putin, told CNN in 2018 that Putin's visible watch collection is worth multiples of his official salary and that his wealth came as a result of extortion and massive theft from state funds. According to Browder's testimony before the U.S. Senate in 2017, the Russian president is among the world's richest people with an estimated net worth of $200 billion. One explanation for Putin's wealth argues that he has coerced Russia's oligarchs into giving him money or stock in their businesses by threatening to have them arrested or worse. Still, it has been nearly impossible to monitor his wealth. Finding out Putin's net worth is probably the most elusive riddle in wealth hunting, according to Forbes magazine, whose primary purpose includes investigating the personal fortunes of the world's elite. So how exactly did Putin get all this alleged wealth? One of the 3 popular theories that frequently circulates concerns a Russian businessman named Mikhail Khodorkovsky, who was once thought to be the richest person in the nation and had an estimated net worth of $15 billion. Khodorkovsky was imprisoned in 2003 despite his repeated denials on accusations of fraud and tax evasion. The arrest of Khodorkovsky, which occurred only a few months after he criticized Putin for state corruption, is generally believed to have been orchestrated by Putin. Khodorkovsky's assets were frozen after his arrest, and his oil business, Yukos, was shut down. Speaking to Forbes, Browder speculated that Putin may have forged agreements with other powerful Russian businessmen using Khodorkovsky's detention as leverage. According to him, the deal could have looked a little something like this: you give me 50% of your wealth, and I'll let you keep the other 50%. If you don't, he'll take 100% of your wealth and throw you in jail. The second theory, highlighted by Forbes, suggests that Putin amassed his wealth by using his political influence, with members of his inner circle offering him money or stock in return for his help. Over the years, many of Putin's close friends and supporters have accumulated enormous wealth. According to a 2017 piece titled Putin and the Proxies, the inner circle of the Russian president is thought to be worth close to $24 billion. A specific illustration of this is Russian billionaire and Putin ally Arkady Rotenberg, who in the years leading up to the 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi received over $7 billion in state contracts. The third theory, also called the Bluster Model by Forbes, considers the possibility that the Russian president simply creates the illusion of possessing enormous wealth while in fact having little to no wealth at all. Leonid Brzezinski, a columnist for Bloomberg, suggested that Putin doesn't necessitate personal riches. He said he has the whole country at his beck and call. It is enough for Putin to snap his fingers, and state-owned companies will cede assets to his friends at bargain basement prices. However, these 3 theories remain merely that. Exactly how President Putin became so rich, or whether he really is rich at all, remains a mystery to most. These theories will no doubt continue to fly, especially because the president flaunts a lifestyle that is way above his salary. According to Fortune, Putin has been spotted wearing pricey timepieces like a $60,000 Patek Philippe perpetual calendar and a $500,000 Lange & Son tourbograph. In a report published 10 years ago by ABC News, which was based on a video made by the Russian opposition organization Solidarity, it was claimed that Putin is the owner of expensive watches worth $700,000, or roughly 6 times his annual salary. Also rumored to belong to Putin is a luxurious 190,000 square foot house perched on top of a cliff with a view of the Black Sea. The property is said to have frescoed ceilings, a marble swimming pool surrounded by statues of Greek gods, spas, an amphitheater, a cutting-edge ice hockey rink, a Vegas-style casino, and a nightclub, according to the account of it that was published in many news journals. If that is not enough, the mansion also has a bar room showcasing wine and spirits worth hundreds of dollars. Russian opposition leaders have in the past published images of the luxurious mansion, referring to it as Putin's country cottage. The photos claim to show dining room furnishings valued at $500,000, a $54,000 bar table, and bathrooms decked out with opulent $850 Italian toilet brushes and $1,250 toilet paper holders. But in January last year, Russian oligarch Arkady Rotenberg said he is the owner of the mansion, not Putin, according to the BBC. The 69-year-old Russian president is reportedly the proprietor of 19 other houses, 700 cars, 58 aircraft, and helicopters in addition to the Black Sea mansion, according to reports. One of these aircraft, the Flying Kremlin, cost $760 million to build and features a gold lavatory. A picture of a 140-meter-long, six-floor super yacht in Italy, which is also rumored to be owned by Putin, was published in The Guardian. The Scheherazade, said to be worth $700 million, is docked in a shipyard in Marina de Carrara, a town on Italy's Tuscan coast. The Guardian report said that the vessel is equipped with a spa, swimming pools, 2 helipads, a wood-burning fireplace, and a pool table designed to tilt so as to reduce the impact of the waves. In the midst of all the speculations, Putin once said, "I am the wealthiest man not just in Europe, but in the whole world. I collect emotions. I am wealthy in that the people of Russia have twice entrusted me with the leadership of a great nation such as Russia. I believe that is my greatest wealth." So what do you think? Is Putin really hiding his wealth? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments section.